Well, good evening, everybody. Boy, what a beautiful day today was here in the United States, and I welcome everybody, whether you're coming at the end of July 31st or the morning of August 1st. We're so glad that you're here. Just going to review a few rules for you for this class. Please remain muted unless you're asked to speak. Rename your name to your classroom number and then / your name. Turn on your camera, please, because it's so much better for our speaker to be able to see you. And then if you are representing class number 6 in the 3-minute speech for the life scenario tonight, we still need for you to raise your hand. Welcome, everybody. My name is Lynn Wiedenroth. I'm a sales master from the Boston Global Center, and I'll be your MC for tonight. It's my pleasure and honor to be your MC. Please be aware of your surroundings. If there are any distractions behind you that might distract our speaker, make sure that you're dressed for a business meeting because that is what this is. We ask you to be on time for these classes. Try to stay seated if you can and minimize distraction. If you must get up, just turn your camera off for that time and turn it back on when you sit down again. Again, keep your microphone muted when you're not talking, and let's use our chat room to send positive statements to each other and encouragement as we go along. So as you know, we begin every meeting with the company motto. So is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, the pigeons. The face. Can you hear me?
Terrific. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have a great agenda tonight. We're going to be hearing from Israel Kim, Sharon Rosemaster about our marketing plan, and he does that just about better than anybody else I've heard. So we're thrilled to have him. And then after he speaks, we're going to have our happy homework, our 3-minute speech about our life scenario, one person from each class. And then we'll talk about the next happy homework we're going to have. And then David Choi, you know David, he's got his secret. So we're going to hear from David again about his secret. And then we'll end with any news or and then the motto. So at this time, it's my incredible pleasure to introduce to you Israel Kim, Sharon Rosemaster, and helper of anyone who needs help. He's awesome. So please give a warm welcome to Israel Kim, who will present our marketing plan. Yay, Israel.
Wow, no pressure, right, Lynn?
None.
All right, share the screen. Okay. All right, how is everyone doing today?
Like the show, please.
Okay. How is everyone doing today?
Not the other one, this.
The ground screen.
Oh, the other one. Oh, okay, sorry about that. There you go.
No pressure, Israel, no pressure.
I know.
Yes.
There we go.
All right. Today's technology, right? Okay. As Lynn has introduced me, my name is Israel Kim. I call myself Forever Opa. So today I would love to share a little bit of marketing plan with you because we are all interested of making money, right? So let's begin. All right, so many of you know me already, but for those of you who does not know me, I used to try to become a K-pop singer, and then I did actually make it to JYP final rounds, and I even signed a contract with CJ Entertainment in LA. And as you all know, K-pop industry is pretty tough, right? And unfortunately, despite the fact that I did my best, I did not make it. And that's when I kind of found out that even if you do your best, certain things, it's not possible. And then my life happened where I had to go to the college, and then I couldn't afford college tuition. And how many people can share that, with me, right? Colleges are so expensive nowadays. And my brother was already in the active duty army. And I said, you know what? I want to try serving in the military because, what other country was better to accept me to this land and then give me an opportunity to live, right? And I thought that was a good way to kind of involve myself to this society. So I joined the military and I did ROTC program. And I finally commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Army National Guard. My wife at the time got accepted to her master's degree. So we said, let's go to Boston without realizing how expensive it was. And then, and then that's our life began, but we were happy. And everything seemed great until I could not find a job after college. And it really humbled me to start my career making $12 an hour as a college graduate and second lieutenant in the United States Army National Guard, but I did not let that deter me to stop. I started volunteering for many different projects, started networking with many people, especially in the veteran network. And I got a job as an assistant manager at Target. I really did not let anyone tell me that I could not do it. So I think that I always had the attitude of wanting to strive to succeed, and no matter what circumstances I was in. And and it was really crazy because you know how we write down our life scenario, in which we will hear some of the speakers today. It is so important because when I was making $12 an hour, I started listening to these people making six figures. And I said, you know what? I want to make six figures too. And I wrote it down and I said, in 5 years. And guess what? It really happened for me. And it was amazing how my life journey had taken me. I had a house, great car, Mercedes-Benz. I was working at a very good company. But you know what? It was very short span because I was not happy. I thought I was happy and I was happy for a little bit, but I was missing something. What was that? I was not able to spend any time with my family. And I was so stressed out of needing to deliver results. And I had aging parents, I had children, and I saw many people that are in need. And I was able to pay for a nice car and nice meals, but after that, I had no extra money for anything else. So I was literally just living for myself. So as a Christian, what are we supposed to do? To give to others, right? So, and I said, you know what? Money cannot buy happiness. You know, with this salary income, I feel like a mouse trapped in the wheel. I'm working hard, dying hard, but I want to do something and I needed to change. And William James said it really well. If you can't change your mind, you can't change your life. So why you add me? And I'm going to give you a little challenge here. So one day your friend brings you an amazing prospect. This person is a well-known entrepreneur and very interested in finding out about anime. However, she is a busy person and does not have much time. Then she asks you this question. So what made you decide to choose anime? There are many great opportunities out there. So I want you to think about this for a moment. What are you going to say? You have maybe 5 minutes to tell this busy entrepreneur who's willing to invest, who's willing to get in this business with you, but you only have 5 minutes to talk about anime. Now you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know, right? This is why attending classes like Auto Sales Master School and hearing from other leaders is so crucial, because at the time we may feel like, oh my gosh, why are they talking about the same thing over and over? But when you're ready, you will be able to grab the opportunity. You will be able to persuade that entrepreneur and have them join under your team, and then your team will benefit all together. So now, here's a little bit of my explanation that I wanted to share a little bit before I start sharing about how to make money. Let me share what anime is, why it's so important, right? So, and it's so important to understand the external factors. So yes, anime, making money with anime is so important, but what's going on around the world? That is also important, because without the confidence, you cannot really share confidently. So today we are facing very low economic growth. And due to the COVID-19, there are many issues. And there is a lot of projections that we're going to go through hyperinflation because of the fact that the government had to print out so much money. So what's going to happen, right? And then the gap between the wealthy and poor have broadened even bigger after COVID, because all these mega corporations such as Amazon, they made so much money while small mom and pop shop had to close. So the Seoul National University, which is equivalent to Harvard University in Korea, in the United States, they said by the time our children's generation are become older, they're going to face a serious wealth gap to the point where only 0.003% of the population managed the 99.997. Now that's kind of nerve-breaking, right? And there's a huge shift of trend where people were working active income, but now online businesses are prospering. And we're in Anatomy, right? We're online business. And I put $5,000 a month for the United States. And I think that I could have probably put that as a $3,000 to $5,000 a month average family household income. So what happens when you're younger and you can still work, you have an able body, yeah, you can go to work every day. But what happens when you become 60, 70? Are you going to be able to perform the same way you did in 20s and 30s? You cannot. So that is a true limitation of doing the active income. While what do wealthy people do? They invest. They let the money work for them, not them work for the money. So yes, we all don't born with parents that are wealthy that can give us money to invest. But we have to look for the system that will allow us to kind of join where we can build a system generating income. And I found a really crazy story where NBA basketball player, his name is West, and he was playing with LeBron James, who people call king of the basketball. He was a teammate with LeBron James, and he was actually pretty good. But guess what? Because he was not able to manage his money very well, he became a homeless. He went missing for months. And when he was finally caught on the street, he was literally a homeless that no one was able to recognize. So you have to prepare while you have that wealth. Even the NBA basketball player who was earning millions of dollars became homeless. Do you think we are the exception? No. So one of my mentors told me this: go to work as if it's your last day. That means you don't know what's going to happen in your life. You may get laid off one day. So what are you going to do? He said, always have your resume up to date and always network. So he said, basically get ready for the worst case scenario when you don't need to. When you need to get ready, it will be too late. So, and then I found out that wealthy people have about an average of 7 income streams. And Robert Kiyosaki and Jim Rohn, they said it very well. One of the best ways for a normal people like you and I to get into the little bit better life as far as wealth and things like that, direct selling market is one of the best ways to get there, because it doesn't cost much money and it doesn't cost too much startup fee, right? And then there's a system already created. But not all the systems are created equal, right? And that's why we're in Anatomy. And Anatomy has literally almost zero entry to barrier to entry. You have $0 to put in, right? To when you join. But it is very important for us to build a system in the right company. You can spend many hours, many days, many years in many other companies, many other network marketing companies. I've seen so many of them, so many people fail because it's not intended for a normal person like you and I to become successful. So let's build a system together, right? Let's not keep walking 3 to 4 miles a day like like many unfortunate women in Africa, because they don't have enough water. They have to walk on average of 4 miles a day just to get water. And that's kind of like our lives, right? We go to work every day, make money, but we don't have the system generating income. So this business is all about building the pipeline together with your partners and your sponsors. Anatomy is a global platform, and it has made significant improvement throughout many years. Started as just an office out of nowhere in Korea, and now look at, they've been building the stadium where you can fit thousands of people. Aren't you excited to go there? And 10 years ago, CEO Hangyo Park, his minivan was basically an inventory warehouse. So he had all the products in there, but now we have many different freight forwarders that are delivering, and UPS is one of them, right, in the United States. And they started with just 17 members at the restaurant where it was going out of business, the Duck restaurant, who's an Imperial Master now. And now we have 15 global members. So when you participate or join a company, you need to first understand what is the outlook of this company, right? And then I'm sure throughout the Auto Sales Master class, many great speakers have kind of explained that. But here, CEO Hangyo Park, amazing. he has been in the top 100 CEOs in Korea and top 100 companies to work for. And the company is continuously growing. It has never recorded decrease in volume. It has increased volume, revenues, members every year. It's easy to grow your company first 2 to 3 years. But after that, they kind of hit the ceiling and then they kind of start going in the middle, go up and down, right? But Atomy never went down in volume, and that is incredible. And I don't think that we're going to go down in volume anytime soon, because why? We are launching more products every month, every year. We are opening up in more countries every year. And despite the fact that COVID gave us a lot of hindrance, we adapted. And today's society, if you cannot adapt to the change, you will fall behind. So you have to stay ahead and adapt to the change. And Atomy did that so well. And now we are in many countries, over 20 countries now. And our financial report shows our credit score is 8+. How many people can say, I have an amazing credit over 780 credit score? And that's kind of rare, right? I know many of you have a good credit, but I was once a person that did not have a good credit. So even the company needs to have a good credit to be able to operate with a lot of confidence, people's confidence, right? And Atomy does that. And then we receive awards every month, every year around the world, not just in Korea, but now around the world. And I cannot wait for Atomy to start winning a lot of awards, even in America, competing against companies like Amazon and Apple and Google. I cannot wait for the day where we're one of the top tier companies in the United States. And I'm sure same thing globally in Philippines and every other country, right? And then Atomy, South Korea is a small country and they live off the exports. And they're one of the companies that really deliver well with exports in Korea, and then they win the presidential award. So what is the secret? What really makes us different? And how am I so confident in Atomy? Is the way we get the products from. We have the partnership with one of the best manufacturers in the world, Komar B&H, to start with, right? And we have an amazing marketing system, which I will explain a little bit in details in a little bit, right? It's very righteous. I'm a supply chain manager, and that's my expertise. And without bragging about myself too much, I even got my master's degree in supply chain management. So naturally, the first thing that I look one of the first things that I looked in Atomy was how great the quality of the products are. So I was a consumer first, right, for a few years, and I tried every product out there. But guess what? If the quality is amazing, but if the price is too high, what are you going to do? Yes, maybe if you have a lot of money, you will be able to spend it. But if the economy goes down, you will no longer be able to afford that. So the company that has the high quality products but very expensive, they're going to go bankrupt when the economy is bad. But what about Atomy? We have absolute quality and absolute price. And that really accommodates our marketing plan, because we are very confident that even if the economy is bad, our business will not suffer significantly. And we have what's called global sourcing, global sales, not only Komar B&H, but we have amazing global suppliers around the world that we get the products from. And you all know that Atomy does not make any products. Why? Because we want to be competitive in every product category. Because so if we start making products, then we cannot be competitive for everything, with everything. That's why many other network marketing companies are suffering, and they're kind of, they're suffering a lot. Because why? They were making different products, but now they are not as competitive as before. So now companies like Atomy comes up, then consumers are gonna ship their products to Atomy because quality is even better, but the price is lower. So I really want all of you to understand, okay? You are not selling products, okay? People keep telling you, right? Oh, you're still selling. What are you talking about? Don't lie to me. This is just different way of saying things. No, we are really not selling. Why? Because we are not a small supermarket owner. We are a global platform online business owner where we don't carry products around, but we have our own online shopping mall, okay? We are just like Amazon, we're just like Costco and Walmart, but the difference is company compensates us, okay? And we have what's called razor management. And I want you to really look at the number because the product cost. So what does that mean by product cost? So remember I said Atomy does not make any products. So we have to go buy it from Comar B&H. We have to buy it from coffee supplier in Colombia and Brazil, pomegranate from Turkey, right? So when we buy these products, we used to spend about 36% of our revenue. But recently, a couple years ago, the company spent over that, 46%. So does that mean the quality went down or up? It went up significantly. The quality difference between a company that spends 36% of their revenue versus 46% is tremendously different. What is the market average? What are other companies spending when they're buying products? They probably spend about 33% to 35%. So if you're comparing a company that spends 46% and our competitors that only spends 34%, 35%, we have better quality product. But then how are we still profitable? Because we are reducing the operation cost and we are becoming much more efficient. And we are ready for the future. And that's what also separates between us and most other network marketing companies. But guess what? Our true competitor is not other network marketing companies. We are not even competing against them because we are going to be so much better than them. It's just a matter of time. So CEO Hangyo Park already had a vision from a decade ago. That's why he said, as long as we can keep this principle, absolute quality, absolute price, and the righteous marketing plan, we will not be competing against other network marketing companies, but we will be competing against other platform businesses. And now look at this. We have a personal platform. How many network marketing companies have you seen that has personal platform on their phone, right? It's really rare. And this company is giving us the personal platform for free. If you started an online company yourself, and if you had to hire engineers, software engineers, and marketing directors, how much money do you think you will need to spend? A lot of money. Is Atomy asking you to pay anything? No. This is amazing. It's the combination between your social media, kind of like Instagram, and online shopping mall combined. And that's called Atomy Personal Platform, APP. So by the end of the day, when we succeed with Atomy, we are not only going to be financial free, like kind of I was, right? I was kind of making decent money, but I had no time. And I had no friends. Why? Because I was always working. So now, finally, right? You're wondering, oh my gosh, this guy has a long intro. Now let's deep dive into how can you make money? And what does it mean to become an auto sales master? And why does CEO Hangyo Park always say, when you become an auto sales master, you're 90% successful in this business? Let's find out. So remember, we are just like Amazon and Costco with better quality and better price, right? So people may ask you this question. Why do you guys have to use network marketing structure? Why can't you guys just be Amazon, right? Have you been asked that question before? Because people say network marketing companies have very bad reputation. So why did Atomy, if they really want to differentiate themselves against other network marketing companies, why did they have to make themselves a network marketing company? Guess why? It's because company wants to pay us. How else are they going to pay us, right? If we are not a network marketing company. It's not like they're going to have us file W-2 and become an employee then we are not a business owner, right? As soon as you file W-2 in the United States, that means you're working for a company. But are we working for a company? We kind of are, but we are not. We are also individual business owner. So we file 1099, right? We are sole proprietor owner. So then we get to write off taxes a little bit. We're just literally like an online business owner. And Atomy uses network marketing structure because they want to pay us, okay? So be confident when people challenge you with those questions, right? You can tell them it's because company wants to pay us. Have you received any paycheck from Amazon? No, right? As a consumer, you have not. Why? Because Amazon does not have that network marketing structure where they can pay people, right? And yeah, and then you have to really nail this down. One of my key partners of mine, when you look at the catalog, it says no membership, no joining fee, no, right? As soon as she saw that, she like signed me up, because she's seen so many network marketing companies that charge so much money to even join the company. But as soon as she saw no, she said, let me join. So always be confident when you're sharing about our company. And binary marketing plan. So now I'm going to show you what's the benefit of being in the network marketing companies as binary system. Many other businesses, network marketing companies, have many different legs. So for example, if you're not a great speaker, if you're not like born to be a good network marketer, binary system works much better for you, because you have left leg and right leg, and it's a matter of finding an amazing partner who's better than you. If you're not a great speaker, you can find someone who's better than you. If you're thinking that, oh, I really want to kind of try for the sales mastership and stuff like that, and sometimes I need to match points, but I don't have too much wealth right now, I'm building my wealth, and maybe you have a partner that say, hey, sponsor, I got you. I have a lot of stuff to order for this person anyways, so they're going to order and they're going to help you with the mastership. So if you're a binary system, you have a chance to become successful. And especially later you're going to find out if it's unlimited binary system. And to make it even better, it's global, right? But if you had to create 7, 8 different legs, do you think that you're going to have that opportunity? You cannot, right? But what if it's binary? But if it's limited, would you have that opportunity? No. I have a lot of partners in Philippines right now, and that are working really hard. And I really said, I really want to support them, because not only they're working so hard, but there's a lot of potential there. I saw so many hardworking people in Philippines, and I wanted to help them. But if this binary system wasn't global, would that have been possible? No, right? So Anime, I really cannot point out much why I cannot succeed with this company. And every time someone makes a purchase, even if they're not doing this business, they get points. So even the consumers with the unlimited binary system and the points that do not reset until they earn money. That's why even consumers can make paycheck. And a lot of consumers start receiving paycheck. They also become a partner, because they say, you know what, the system actually works. They're not lying. So let me explain a little bit how this works. And many of you probably understand a little bit, because I know that you're not beginners right now, but we have left group PV and right group PV. And it accumulates. And as long as you have the personal PV requirement achieved, like being an agent at 300,000, and special agent at 700,000, then you're gonna get paid accordingly. But let me tell you what's really the true secret of the amazingness of Anime Marketing Plan, okay? So you all know this chart here, okay? I understand you all know. But remember, our company has income ceiling, right? So certain people cannot make too much money, right? So they all stop at certain point, okay? So, and we say we're not pyramid shape, but that we actually give more to the people at the bottom. The company's marketing structure is upside down pyramid. Why? Because the company marketing plan, they pay you more if you're in the bottom, on the bottom. And you're saying, no, that's not true. People at the top make more money than me. My sponsors make more money than me. What are you talking about that we get more money at the bottom? Well, let me explain this. So when you make 300,000 on your left and right group PV, how much do you get? You get 15 points. And that's about $60 plus or minus, right? Okay, so what about people that are Imperial Master or Royal Master and above? They're, some of them are making 50 million PVs a day. They're matching that, but they're sometimes not just matching at 50-50. Maybe they're going 70-50, 80-50, 100, 150,000, 50 million PVs. So what happens to all the extra? It gets combined to the end value. So for them, they're forgiving all those extra millions of points, and they're mixing into the pie, and we all get distributed equally. But look at this, from 300,000 PVs to 50 million PVs, is a multiple of 166 times. Okay, so that means they have to grow their team 166 more times to be where at 50 million, right? But look at the compensation. When they earn 50 million PVs, they're making $1,200 a day, and that's maximum, right? Okay, but that's only a multiple of 20 times. Okay, so let me make it simple for you. From 300,000 to 50 million is a multiple of 166 times. So they have to work 166 times harder with their team to get to the income ceiling. So they should be receiving $60 times 166 times, right? But the company only multiplies it by 20. So if you're earning 15 points and $60, proportionally, you just earn so much more money than people at the top. Okay, so if you want to ask more detailed question, please talk to your sponsor and ask them what does Israel mean by that. But again, I'm gonna say one more time, leaders take less money proportionally when it comes to general commission than people at the bottom. Okay, and that's amazing secret behind why everyone has an opportunity to succeed in anatomy. As soon as I saw that, I said, I'm going to dive in. Why? Because it really awards people at the bottom. That means the company is so solid. If the company was so top heavy, then as soon as people leave at the bottom, the pyramid's gonna collapse. But if our bottom people are awarded very, very generously, they're not gonna leave. And we have a solid consumer base. That's why many other network marketing companies, they have to keep changing the marketing plan because it's not working. But we never change the marketing plan because we don't need to, right? So yes, like I said, income ceiling. So those extra PVs that you saw, they go down to help us at the bottom, right? Amazing, amazing company. And general commission as a total revenue, right, is 22%. So if the company makes $1 billion as a revenue, then the $220 million will be compensated back to us. So if like companies like Amazon, do they do that? No, they don't. But Anatomy has a percentage designated. So total of 35% of their revenue is paid back to us through what's called network marketing structure. And that is why we use network marketing structure, because the company really wants to award us for making referrals and making introductions, right? And the end value, because I expect you, all you to be a little bit more advanced, right? I'm going to explain a little bit. Total daily sales volume, right? Whatever the dollar amount was, they multiply that by 22%, which is a general commission, okay? And then they divide by the points, right? Hemohim has points, everything has points. So they're about $4 per end value. So if you look at your commission or general commission, on the right side, it says score. And if it says 15 points, what does that mean? 15 points multiplied by 4 is about $60. Okay, do you see how that's going? So if you were able to match 700,000, then you're going to multiply that also by end value, about $4. That's why you get plus or minus $120, okay? So people say, oh my gosh, my end value has been going down. They used to pay me $62 every 15 points, but now they're only paying me $58. Is company going bankrupt? Why is this happening? Let me explain to you why. We have an amazing deal like Synergy Ample set, 4 set, right? How much points do they give you? They give you 350,000 PVs, right? Okay, so they help you earn commission faster. So look at this math equation. So total daily points, because the points went up, so companies being a little bit more generous to us with PVs. That's why our end value kind of went down. So it does not mean companies struggling. It just means company wants you to get commission sooner, okay? So always think this positively. And if that's why you really need to understand the marketing plan, okay? So how do you become a sales master? So this is an auto sales master class. We kind of found out what is general commission and a little bit of marketing plan. So how do you become one? So I spent some good amount of time to come up with this. to a little bit to clarify your understanding a little bit. Okay, so I kind of recommend you to have, if not on Excel sheet, you can still write down your date, what day it is, because Sundays we don't work, right? And of course, to become a sales master, you need to be a special agent. So you need to have 700,000 PVs, right? Or you need to have the left group volume prior to that accordingly, right? Then you don't have to have 700,000. But anyways, so let's say on August 2nd, so in August from 1st through the 15th, you say, I want to become a sales master. So this is how you do it. You need to write down the items for the left group and consumers. So who are your consumers and what are they going to buy? So you write down how many PVs it will be, and you have to add up to the point where it becomes 2.5 million PVs by the end of the trial, right? But you want to get paid as many times as possible. You want to match 300,000 as many times as possible. Because if you want to, you can just literally put 2.5 million PVs one day and be done with it. But you only receive one general commission, right? So you want to match as many times as possible around 300,000 PVs. But some people, they get like 500,000 PVs and they get 300,000 and they start calling people on their left group and say, hey, I have 500,000, so can you cancel some of your orders? Should you do that? No, why? As soon as they cancel, you will never get the order back. So don't cancel the order, okay? And it's also going to mess up the flow with your sponsors who are also challenging because they're matching their points too. So don't have people cancel the order unless they made a mistake. Then yes, of course. But then just because your point went over 300,000 doesn't mean you should cancel the order, okay? Because they're not gonna order, trust me. So left group PV on the August 2nd was 109,200. On the right side, someone ordered the synergy ample set and it was 350,000. Did you match? You didn't match, right? So the system goes to the next day, the 3rd of August. So Jack and Brian orders on your left group PV, right? They order 194,600. Now you have over 100,000 on the left. And the right group PV, you didn't need anything because you already had 350,000. So there was your first general commission. Okay. Now August 4th and 5th, on the left side, August 4th, you had synergy ample order. So that's 350. So do you need more? No, right? So you already have the minimum requirement. On the right side, unfortunately, no one ordered. So it goes to the next day, the Thursday. And someone ordered 3 sets of Hemoheme Thermosica set, which I love, probiotics, 3 of them, and the FAME set. So that became 311,500. So did you match? You matched. So it's a matter of matching as many times as possible, right? For the 15 days of cycle. And, you know, if you go a little bit in depth, you are also trying to match some of your partners under you, but I'm just kind of showing you an overview of this. So this person, how many times did this person match? About 8 times. So general commission was 8 times. So $60 around plus or minus times 8 became plus or minus $480. What about mastership bonus? And I put 415 to be more realistic. Okay, the textbook version is $400, but I averaged them to be about 415. So is that good or bad? So it's good, right? So that's why I put it there, but our textbook is about $400, okay? So don't get mad at me if you get 400, okay? I'm just kind of giving my average. So again, I'm going to explain this to you in this formula. So 300,000 PVs, of course, you're not gonna match 300,000 exactly, okay? Please do not get upset at 370,000. Why? Because people that are at the top are contributing more and they all become end value anyways. So you're not really wasting, okay? Yes, it's better to match 300,000. I understand, I feel the same way, but don't feel like you're wasting. You're all doing the great cause for the enemy and people at the top are contributing more than you, more than us, so it's okay. So 8 times you matched and you received general commission of, you know, plus or minus 480, like I showed you. And of course, you need 2.5 million PVs. And then they give you plus or minus 400,000, like I said, textbook version. So plus minus 1,000, okay, a little bit less than that. But then, as you become more mature auto sales master, you're going to be matching 9, 10, 11 times. Sometimes you're going to be matching for $120, where you match where you're going to be scoring 30 points, which is 700,000, 700,000. Okay, so that's why they put about $1,000 per cycle. Now, what is auto sales master? Many people are confused. What is the difference between auto sales master and sales master? Okay, so let me tell you this. So when you do this, the page before, sorry, first to the 15th, now you became a sales master, right? You did 2.5 over that, and you had 700,000 as a special agent. So you became a sales master. So does that mean you're auto sales master? No. What does auto mean? What does automatic mean? It means it happens automatically again and again and again. So in the first few times, you are trying to match points, you're also investing, you're buying extra stuff, you're calling more people, excuse me, and you become a sales master. But eventually what's going to happen is you do sales master first to the 15th, and you're going to be doing the challenge again, or it's going to happen naturally because you have good consumers underneath you that are making purchases regularly, and you're going to be becoming auto sales master again. So if that happens repeatedly throughout the time, then the academy will call you auto sales master. Okay, so what does auto diamond master mean? Then that means you're becoming a diamond master automatically, almost naturally. Yes, starting from diamond master, auto diamond, you have to kind of work with your partners to challenge for sales master and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more work as a team leader. But then auto means it's happening naturally, and you're doing it repeatedly, and residual income becomes about $2,000 a month. Now, what does $2,000 a month mean? How much money do you have to have in the bank? Or what is the house value that you need to, let's say you buy a house and you rent it out. A lot of people are interested in real estate market. It's been crazy. I'm not buying a house right now, but let's say I had a house. What is the worth of a house you need to have in order to collect the rent of $2,000 a month? I think it's about $600,000, $700,000 worth of house. And then the tenant will give you $2,000. So if someone says, oh my gosh, you're working that hard just to earn $2,000 a month, it's not just $2,000 a month. It is continuous money that's coming in automatically to your bank for how many years? Rest of your life and 3-generation inheritance, okay? And just like general commission, Academy marketing system is set up where sales master gets more money than other masterships that are higher, okay? 10%, there's sales master is taking half of all the mastership pie there is. And then starting from Diamond Master till Imperial Master, they have to share, okay? So this is another reason why it's so generous marketing plan that CEO Hangyo Park created. He didn't even hire a consultant. I don't know how he created this, and he probably doesn't remember either. If I ever get to meet CEO Hangyo Park, the first question I want to ask him is, how did you come up with this marketing plan? Because it's just amazing. And even he says that is God-built marketing plan, right? So here are the mastership promotions. Of course, you start with Sales Master to Diamond Master, Sharon Star, Royal Master, Crown Master, Imperial Master. And you need to have the masterships that are under you, 2 each, right? Do you, can you only have 2, or can you have 3 or 4 too? The more the merrier. So instead of doing Diamond Master with just 2 sales masters each, you can have 3 sales masters each, 4 sales masters each, right? Okay. So don't limit yourself to just 2, okay? Yes, of course, in the beginning, it's just going to be 2 because it's hard to find another one, right, in the beginning. But as you grow your business, as more people want to challenge for sales master, you will get to the point where you're going to have 3, 4 people doing the mastership with you when you're doing Diamond Master. Then your general commission is going to go up. So that's why there's a differential between a Diamond Master that barely does the Diamond Master with 2 sales masters. If you start having 4 or 5 sales masters doing the mastership with you, then you're going to be a very strong Diamond Plus, we kind of call it. And you're not only going to make $2,000, but you're going to make $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Okay. All right. And promotion gift, you've heard many times, but nowadays Diamond Master, you get cash instead of tablet, which is pretty cool, right? So it's totally worth it because my tablet was like $400. So those of you who are doing Diamond Master right now, I'm kind of jealous. but when I became a Sharon Rose Master, they gave me cash, so I kind of liked it. I can use that money to go to Cancun, hopefully soon after COVID. So now, starting from Sharon though, you start getting cash bonus. Okay, so the difference between Mastership bonus and promotion bonus is different. Mastership bonus is the money that you get every time you achieve the mastership. Promotion gift is you get it one time, the first time you do it. So let's say it was before COVID-19, they were giving people on the Cancun trip, right? And they were only able to get the one time. Like tablet, they were only able to get one time, right? So that's promotion gift. So don't confuse mastership bonus with promotion gift. Promotion gift, and on top of the mastership bonus you get as a Sharon Rose Master, when you become one, you also get cash bonus, $2,000, okay? On top of it, and Star Master gets $10,000, and Royal Master $50,000, and ultimately Imperial Master, how much cash bonus do they get? $1 million, and that's what we all want, right? And this is ceremony. Here's a secret that I'm going to tell you, and this is a really good one, and I plead you to use this analogy, okay? Everyone that gets a job for the first time, do they go through the training? Yes, right? And many of the college students and even the college graduates, the first job they hold is internship, okay? They do the co-op, they do the internship. Does an internship make a lot of money? An intern make a lot of money? No, right? Intern does not make a lot of money because they're going through the training period. But guess what? Atomy is so generous, right? So even if you think that, oh my gosh, I've been with this Atomy business for 6 months, but I only made, several paychecks. First of all, that's several more paychecks, better than, not receiving anything at all. So that's good, right? Because you're buying stuff that you need anyways, right? But you're saying, but I've been working, I've been sharing with a lot of people. But guess what? You have to build a pipeline. When you start building the pipeline, does it start giving you water right away? No, it's gonna start leaking, right? So you're not gonna get water. So you need time to build a system. You need that internship period. But the only difference is Atomy is depositing money to your savings account. So I called it Atomy Certificate of Deposit. It's called CD, right? So it's the money you cannot touch right away, right? But then they are depositing money to you every month, even during your internship period. Okay, so we are all going to become an Imperial Master one day, right? Yes, it sounds really far, but then as long as you are building the system correctly, you will get there. So let's say it takes you 10 years to become an Imperial Master. When I calculated the total cash promotion bonus that you get starting from Sharon to Star, right, all the way to Imperial Master, the total money is about 1,362,000. Okay, so if you divide that into 10 years, every month the company depositing about $11,350 a month. Is that small? That's a lot. So even if you don't see the money right away, Atomy is depositing money into your savings account every month faithfully. Okay, so should you quit? You're gonna forgive up, give up all the money. So don't give up, right? Wait, be patient, work, get into the system. Even if you're gonna say, Israel, all right, you sound like you can speak and you're young, you can speak English really well, and you can use social media really well. So yeah, guys like you can become Imperial Master in 10 years, but what about me? It's gonna take me 20 years. Okay, let's say it takes you 20 years. Atomy is still depositing over almost $6,000 a month into your savings account. Is that pretty good? Yes, right? Because you're still receiving general commission and mastership bonus on top of that. So please do not think this is a small business. Please do not get discouraged just because you're not making money right now. You will earn good money. Why? As you create more auto consumer, this company continues to get better and better. So what does it mean? You have to become a leader, right? First, you build a consumer to become a sales master, right? But you have to become a leader because starting from Diamond Master, if you're not challenging for Diamond Master, your sales master won't challenge either. Okay, yes, this is auto sales master class. You strive to become a sales master. You keep practicing, right? You do it once, and after 3 months, you do it again. After 3 months, you do it again. Then after that, do it again in 2 months. Then do it again in 1 month. It's gonna get easier and easier, and you're gonna become a sales master automatically. So like for me, like right now, if I took a vacation for 15 days, I will still become a sales master because that's how the team is. I built a system, right? I built a pipeline, $2,000 a month. Maybe a lot of times it's way more than that. But being a leader, people say, I'm not a good speaker. I'm not like you. I can't do the presentation. But being a leader does not mean you're a great speaker. Being a leader does not mean you make wonderful PowerPoint presentation. Being a leader does not mean you're wealthy, okay? However, being a leader does mean you need to sacrifice, lead by example, and abide by the Atomy company motto and Atomy principle. If you're not following the rules like those people in Korea, I'm not gonna mention over 100 people that just got kicked out. I'm clapping because they cheated. They're selling their product somewhere else on another online platform, and CEO made them sign the paper. If you keep doing that, I'm gonna kick you out. And even then, they still did. And they're complaining why they got kicked out. Well, you signed the paper not to redistribute these products to another online platform, right? So do it the right way. Show the example to your partners and sacrifice. That's what it means. And I'm going to tell you why you need to challenge for sales master. If you don't challenge for sales master, you will never become sales master. Okay? Because if you don't set the goal saying, I want to become a sales master by October, unless you set the goal, your body's not going to move. Okay? Maybe you say, oh yeah, I'm going to just talk to a lot of people and share, and eventually it's going to get there. Unless you are, now I'm going to say this, unless you're an amazing speaker, unless you're like such a born leader that can just share, do presentation, unless you're like that person, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to become a sales master organically in the beginning, right? You have to make a goal and you have to make sacrifice, okay? And you have to do it the first time, and that's the start. When I decided to do the sales master in June 2020, my team was not perfect. I did not have complete sales consumers, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw my towel. I'm going to challenge, because if I don't challenge now, I will never challenge. And maybe I will just quit along the way, because you need to start moving up. And that's more fun, right? If you're doing Taekwondo and if you're always staying at the white belt, do you think you're gonna want to stay there forever? No, right? So you have to strive to get the yellow belt, blue belt, and so on. Same thing with Atomy. You need to keep challenging yourself. And by challenging yourself, your body's gonna move. And guess what? The luck's gonna come to you too. And so when I achieved Sales Master in June 2020, I achieved Auto Sales Master by February of 2021. That's pretty good, right? And that's, what if I didn't challenge for Sales Master in June 2020? Do you think I would have become an Auto Sales Master by February 2021? No, maybe I will not even be one right now. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to get out there, get out of your comfort zone. Even if the wall seems too tall, go out and challenge. And after you become a sales master a few times, the very next thing you need to do is find a partner to become auto sales master. Because if your partner on the left group and right group becomes an auto sales master, what does that mean? You're auto sales master plus, and then you can start thinking about Diamond Master too, right? Atomy has so many successful stories, and we can all become one. You don't have to be, again, you don't have to be a great speaker. You don't have to be the most prettiest or glamorous person in the world. Even if the person who a lot of people in the society look down upon, with Atomy. You can find hope and dream and become Crown Master and Imperial Master. Look at these people. Do they look like a Superman? Do they look like supernatural? Do they have like some magic? No, they were maybe even worse than where we are today, especially people in the United States. You have it so much better than people around the world. So there's no one else to blame but you. But here is the opportunity, once in a lifetime maybe, called Atomy. And it's 3-generation inheritance. And remember the first couple of slides, I said, why Atomy? This is my reason why I'm doing Atomy, because I love my family. And I know you all do too. And unless you can succeed with this, the world outlook, the future is so uncertain. You all know that. And have the goal. Don't think that you cannot do it, right? And my goal is to become an Imperial Master by 2030. So final thoughts. Always think positive. Have the good attitude. Because whether you think you can or can't, you're right. And work as a team. Don't go by yourself, right? So go as a team to go far. Lastly, enjoy, right? It's so fun, right? You do doing facial with your partners and things like that. It's a lot of fun. Have fun, because no one can beat the people that are enjoying and having fun. All right, so that's it. My name is Israel Kim, Forever Oppa. Thank you very much.
Woohoo! Thank you so much, Israel. That was fantastic. You know, we always say that our marketing plan is a simple marketing plan, but to explain it, it's really tough. So you always do a great job, and we thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask Israel, or anything that you want to say about the marketing plan?